They pass you on the road with a smile and you have to look twice. And you wonder to yourself, could a woman really look that nice? Girls in cars. Girls in cars. I love girls in cars. Girls in cars. They always catch your eye, then pretend that they just don't
Hello, my good friends. How the devil are we? Oh, it's nice to be back in the land of living. It's nice that stuff's working again. You know what I mean? The new omen is you can't hear. I physically can't get over how quiet it is. It makes zero sound at all. It's ridiculous. So yeah, we're all good. Everything's right. Changed the advertised schedule due to some ROM issues. We're going to be moving Street Fighter 2 to another stream at some point when we get it actually working. That was Timpot's pick, but he's picked something else, so we're going to have a game of football champ instead. But yes, more of that in the juniors, of course. It's Monday, it's bank holiday, and we're playing video games, aren't we? No, that's not right. Give me 2 secs. Hang on, I'm still. Let me move a tiny bit that way. Go on, OBS. Let's go not too far that way. Is that not big enough? All right, come on, we're better than that. Oh, frig it, I'll sort it out next time. So, wait, hang on. No, that's still not going to change it, is it? That's fixed it. Right, let's just play some games, right? Check the links out in the... That's too high now. Absolute nonsense. Right. Eagle-eyed viewers amongst you might have noticed that now above, like, you see the knocker there, obviously. Above there, right, I did have a Golden Axe poster, but the problem was the poster itself, right, was that thin, right? So thin that yeah, I just thought to myself, like, well, it kept falling down out of the frame, and I was like, what am I going to do with it? And I can't watch it. So, right, is it in here? It is in here. So, right, whoever wins today's an extra bonus, right? Whoever wins today's Patreon pick will get sent this in the post, right? It is a double-sided, right, Golden Aches, right, and Streets of Rage poster, right? You can pick whichever one you want. I'll chuck you some stickers and a few badges in a few bits as well. Whoever wins, right, can have that. I'll stick it in the post. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. But yeah. So what are we going to play today? Well, we are going to play Bionic Commando, Road Rash, Football Champ, ignore that, and Eliminate Down on the Mega Drive. How do you get involved with picking the games? Well, quite simply, if you get involved with Patreon, that is patreon.com/OneCreditClassics. For as little as $2 a month, you can pick the games that we play and all kinds of other. Have you considered upgrading to it? A disc plate? What's that? Threw me right off there. I just thought, was that just going to... That other discus. Daily Thompson. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So if you're on Patreon, you can pick the games we play every Monday. You can also get entered in fabulous competitions, get exclusive videos, and all kinds of other stuff. One thing before I go on about like Patreon and all the rest of it, and then a few other bits and things. So did you see in the group, or I might have posted it on Twitter or somewhere, did you see like Mitch Fowler set the record? I was on about last week one about Mitch Fowler setting the record for Super Mario. So he set the record for Super Mario Brothers 3. No warps, any percent. And it was like 14, like the record was 50 minutes plus for ages, and he did 49 minutes 51, right? 3 days that record lasted. Someone did 49.50. 49.50 on a friggin' keyboard. Madness. But I see what's his name who's got all the SMB1 records, plays on a keyboard, doesn't he? But yeah, madness. Right. So yeah, check out the links in the description box. If you want to get involved with Patreon, you can do. If you want to send me some money, help with the run of the cash, help with the run of the channel, you can do. There is a Ko-fi link in the description box. That is kofi.com/OneCreditClassics. And yeah, that'd help me out a lot. I really do appreciate it. Also, just paypal.me/OneCreditClassics as well. And finally, if you're based in the UK and you want to get involved with the good folks at Muscle Moose and get yourself some cool stuff, www.musclemoose.co.uk and use the code OCC20. That is OCC20 for 20% off. Offers not included, only in the UK for the time being. I have gone for a cable knit jumper. Thanks for noticing his ass, to be honest. Okay. I fucking love a good cable knit. Do you know what it is, right? Like, so every year, what happens is I will buy my good lady wife a nice advent calendar. We've got a thing where we buy each other advent calendars. Every now and then, I will remember early and I will buy the M&S one because that's largely the best one, right? But the M&S one is normally, the M&S one is 50 quid, right? Is it 50 quid? No, it's 70 quid, right? But it should be 300 quid, right? But if you spend 30 quid in store, you get it for 70 quid. Long story short, you just get a massive amount of money off it if you spend a certain amount in the store, right? So what I always do every time I remember to buy the M&S one is to buy a big jumper. And I just, yeah. So I've got quite a few big jumpers as a result of buying advent calendars from M&S to avoid paying 300 quid for them. So yeah. Yeah, M&S is phenomenal. I don't want to sound like a bit of a Tory, but they do. If you say what you want about them, they do make good stuff. But yes, let us, first and foremost, well, let's play some of this. I'm trying to think of anything else. I need to do anything else. I don't think I do. Oh yeah, I've got some RAM coming for the Omen tomorrow. Unbelievable. Just I can't get over how cheap it is. I really can't. Because this has got like LED like Kingston Fury like gaming RAM in, so it came with 16 gig. But I just thought, well, where's the fun in that? And it's two 8 gig. It's two 8 gig strips of DDR5. So I bought the same RAM again, but just two 16s. So it's gonna have like it's gonna have 48 gig of RAM really, which is yeah. So I've got 32 coming, mate. So I'm gonna have fucking 48. I mean, look, right. I mean, mate, if we're playing Bionic Commando, I clearly need 48 gig of RAM. You know what I mean? Right. Let's rock and roll. There's a lot of M&S fun going on. It's quality stuff. So I bought a suit. I bought a suit from M&S. When was it? Oh, I get it. That one, obviously. Yeah, I bought a suit from M&S, and I've worn it once, and it was Italian wool, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I wore it once, right, when I did a... I wore it once when I did a show at the Sphere with the UFC. Well, like, the only show they've ever done at the Sphere. I haven't worn it since. Kind of feels a bit like... I don't want to say I can only wear it for a show like that, but... Hey, what's happening here? Don't forget to contact our soldiers in each area to obtain information. Oh, is it one of them? Use the communication rooms to open doors, other areas, and to contact agents. Okay, cool. Oh, what was that? Tap. What does that do? Listen up. Oh, a bit of wiretapping. Oh, shit. Go again. You're going to say it again. Thanks, I didn't hear it the first time. Let's go. Yeah, Scottish, but you know what? I didn't, mate. I shall tell you about my glorious adventure to Glasgow. Levels. Am I going to die here? Feels like it. No, I'm not. Oh, hang on, but I can't. Oh, that's bollocks, isn't it? Oh, come on. Oh, levels. But I can't. Oh, I can. Please, please, squad. Oh, two shots. Terry, two shots. Yeah, I bought. Do you know what? I used to shop quite a bit at Debenhams. Tell you what they were good for: waistcoats randomly. Not like waistcoat as if you're in Double Dragon or something. Them? Only one person. Hell. J.K. Rowling wouldn't rate that, would she? Topical. Well, have I got to get to the end of something? Or I feel like I could shoot these all day. Hey, up. Oh, back of the head, ref. Bodied. This is very good already. Nice. Somebody write that down. Hang on, screenshot it for me. Brilliant. Onwards, transfer. That's it. What's happening? Look at this. Look at what? Go on. Dore's army destroyed the elevator. Oh, thanks. That simple, eh? What? Right. Which one of these is going to crash? Left or right? Left. Nice. Let's go right then. Good job. Oh, come on. As if you can drop it to the point where you can actually die. At least I know now. Alex, come on. Oh, come on. What a touch. How did I even get across there? Not anywhere. This is fucking quite difficult. Am I going to die if I just fall here? Let's find out. Guess no. Oh, I can just get the fucking lift up. Jesus. Must be this way then. Why is there no... Wait. I know what I've got to do. At least I think I do. This is fucking dead good. Nice. Better turn the barriers off then. Body. Brilliant. Oh, I might have died there. Jesus Christ. State of the art bang bang. Amazing. This is really good, mate. Brilliant. Solid port. Handle's really nice as well, to be honest. Like, they've got the inertia really good, which is always the key to these games. Go, go, go. Go. Oh, Jesus. Got to really fucking execute here. My man's got a shield here. This is problematic. That feels like cheating. Let's go. You clown. Don't be dead. Oh, got it. Oh, got it. Hang on, where are we going to go from if we continue? Should we have one more go? We're doing alright with that. I feel like we can do this level and then we'll play the next game. Well, thank the good folks on Patreon, H. Who picked this? I think Prince Watercrest picked this one. Man of the moment, Prince Watercress, obviously. Fix the OBS issues. Pick this banger. Shots. You'd be happy with that, wouldn't you? This mug, by the way. Got some bangers where you have answer. We can't survival ones in the other room, to be honest. That's not annoying, is it? Oh, come on. Let's go. No, I can't take the shield off him. Bodied. You think, Patrick, wouldn't you really? Right, let's move on. That was loads of fun. Do you know what I mean? Just works straight away. Oh, hang on, let me just check. Make sure we got the sound levels right. Banger. Let's go. Thanks. I've got a break. I don't think I've got a break on this. Because I've just got punch, haven't I? Okay. I've got to let go of the accelerator and pull down, I think. Get rude, boy. Gunther. Achtung. Just handled badly, to be honest. Got a kick as well, I forgot that. Here he is. Biff. Argy bargy with Biff. Oh, bollocks. Ran over what looks like some bacon. Who's up next? AC Slater. Isn't she the one who told me to look out? See, I didn't hit her. It's like Dennis Waterman. Rest in peace. But he did give an interview, didn't he, when he said that she wasn't a battered housewife, however. Jesus, Dennis. He never ran in a Chisholm, to be honest. You know what? This handles remarkably well. Did well there. Solid. There's the same box as well. Diablo 1000. 25 bags. We have a Shuriken 1000. It's an extra. I've already got that, right? Yeah, I've got 3 grand. What do you want? It's only 5 bags. Banzai 750. Right, let's go one more. Wait. Okay, so yeah, you're going through all them, aren't you? Cheers. Same again. So, this past weekend, right? In Scottish, where you were asking about my trip to Glasgow. So what happened was, right? I wasn't available originally to work this Saturday. Saturday just gone. And then kind of we had a few plans to change. And then Mrs. One Credit Classics was actually working, and then I in the week, in the week, the show that I worked for, they had a judge cancel basically. So they got in touch with me and said, look, is anyone available? Do you know what I mean? Because we've got like, we want to have the right number of judges. I mean, they had 3, but you really want more than that, like for when you've got more fights, so you can rotate in and out, you know. So I was like, well, let me have a look. And I spoke to a few people and no one was available. And so I was like, I said to Mrs. One Credit Classics, I was like, look, I can do this. Drive there on the day, on the Saturday morning, if I get there early enough. If they can get me a hotel room with an early check-in, I can get there about 11, get to bed. Show probably is not going to start until about 5, so I could probably sleep for a few hours. Get up, get some food, do the show, and then drive home early Sunday morning. You know what I mean? I could be home in no time. So we had like so I basically messaged them back and said, I can do it, but like based around this. And they were like, oh yeah, that's fine, yeah. So get this. So on the Thursday, right? I'm bearing in mind I'm going to travel on Saturday. On the Thursday, I go to the gym in the morning, everything's fine. I go to work, and the stereo don't come on in the Jetta. Now it's an Android Auto like stereo. It's like a Pioneer like touchscreen one. It's really nice. And obviously it just runs off my phone, and it didn't work for the whole day. So I was really panicking because I thought to myself, I really don't fancy driving to Glasgow with like my phone on. Do you know what I mean? My phone on like on some kind of dashboard mounted kind of thing, with some kind of ad hoc Bluetooth speaker knocking around. You know what I mean? It's just, as it happens, like the trip to Glasgow from Stoke is like one of the easiest. It's mad that it's 100 miles. Did I get it? I did. It's 100 miles further than getting to London, and it is like 100 times easier. It's literally like of a 253 mile trip, 245 miles of it is on the motorway, right? So anyhow, I tried to get my stereo fixed and no one was available, and they said, oh, we've got a spot on Monday. And I was like, well, if it needs fixing, I might as well get it in then, and I'll figure something out for Saturday. So Friday morning, I got a lift to the gym with Tim from the gym and a few others, and I came back from the gym. It was like in the afternoon, and I was like, oh, I need to get some food for dinner. So I got in my car, turned it over, and the stereo came on straight away, and I was like, oh, well, this changes everything then. And so it stayed on then for the rest of the day, and then I thought, well, I'll take that thingy in the car just in case. I'll take that kind of dashboard mount for my phone just in case, but hopefully it kind of works. So nice. Nice. Right, can I afford another bike yet? No, I can't. Go ahead. Let's do one more. So, Saturday morning, I got up at 5:30, and I thought to myself, well, here's the thing. I thought all I'm going to be doing is sleeping or judging, so I don't really need to take a lot of stuff with me. So I drove up in my suit that I was like, I was going to judge in, obviously, and then I just took like a t-shirt and some toiletries and a change of underwear, so I could like just go there, like have a nap, you know what I mean, and then get ready. So I was like, in my head, I was like, well, this is just be no problem at all. So anyhow, set off at 5:30. filled the Jetta, and then got a brew from Starbucks, and then just hit the road. And I stopped at Gretna Services at about 10 to 9, and then I got to the hotel at like about 20 to 11. And so my check, it was a Premier Inn, right? So it was about 20 to 11. So by the time I got all my stuff out of my car, I got myself sorted, got to the desk, it was like quarter to 11. So I got to the desk, right? Woman goes, check-in. She goes, check-in's not till 3. I went, I've got an early check-in. She just looked at me, she went, that's not till 11. I went, it's 15 minutes. You know what I mean? And she said, I can't do it till we haven't got any rooms. And man, I was like, all right. And so, yeah, I was like, well, all right. So I just sat there glaring at her in this little chair for about 15 minutes in reception. And then I got up to my room and literally just went to bed. I fell asleep about midday, and I set an alarm at like whatever time it was. I set an alarm for about 3, and I had a good like 3 hours sleep. It was decent. I woke up, had a shower, and then arranged to meet everybody. And so I was like, the show didn't start till 6, right? So I said to everyone, well, they were like, oh, we're gonna go get food, and I was like, oh, perfect. I said, oh, I'll meet you in the lobby then. And they're like, yeah, well, we can walk to the arena from the hotel. I was like, oh, decent. They were like, you're in the Premier Inn, right? And I was like, yeah. And they went, yeah, meet us in the lobby at 4:30. So I was like, okay. And then I said, I tell you what, let's make it 4:15 because we might not be able to find somewhere to eat, you know what I mean, and all the rest of it. And they were like, okay, let's do that. So I got down the lobby at 4:15, no one there. And I was like, oh, this is weird. But yeah, this is odd. But I was like, okay. So I waited till like nearly 20 past. And then I got a phone call from like one of the other officials. And they went, where are you? I was like, I'm in the lobby. And Gigs was like, where? And I was like, it's the smallest lobby in this little Premier Inn. I was like, I'm in the lobby, what are you on about? And they were like, where in the lobby? I was like, mate, what are you even on about? Like, oh, bollocks. Like, there's just... Go. Don't get arrested. And I was like, oh, you gotta be taking the piss. Anyhow, I goes, yeah, it's just in the... Yeah, in the lobby. And long story short, I got off the phone and my mate said, let me send me my location, like on my phone. I was like, okay. So he pinged me his location, and he was 3 miles away. And so I was like, what, we got 2 Premier Inns? And long story short, I think there was football on of some nature. I'm sure it was like the Scottish Cup semi-final or something. And I swear I heard that like Peter Kay was playing at the Hydro. So there was no hotels, there wasn't one. Normally what they do is they just book a load of rooms at one hotel. Well, they couldn't with this because there was just none. Like a load of them were really, really full booked, obviously. So literally there was about the whole kind of team of us was spread over about like at least 4 hotels. Oh, got it second. And so, right, let's jump on to what we're going to play. No, I haven't got enough to get the next bike. What was we going to play, Tim Pot? Football Champ, that's it. Right, let's play that. Right, oh, no, it's not there. Shot! Sounds loud.
Football champ! Kick off! Welcome!
You have to shout, does he? Brilliant. Can you actually foul on this? You can, can't you? What was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah. So he was at the other Premier Inn. It was 3 miles away. So I got an Uber. Like he said, well, we're gonna walk to the arena now. So I was like, okay. So so he walked. Ball. Stick it. So I got an Uber. I got to like the arena, and it was the arena, which was the Brayhead Arena, which I think is the ice hockey place, is randomly in the middle of a shopping centre, which I can't say I've ever kind of seen before. But I mean, I know there's shops at the O2, but it was like right in the middle. But it was really good because the entrance we went to was right by this food court. So we went and got some food, and then I went in and worked, and then literally, like, the show finished, and I walked back to the other Premier Inn, and then got an Uber back to my Premier Inn, and then went to bed. In the middle of all this, my mate, what's up? Yeah, in the middle of all this, my good friend, Mr. Bob Plant, cutman extraordinaire, had got the train up from. He lives in like near Wolverhampton, and he got the train up to Glasgow, and they'd cancelled his trains back. So he messaged me and was like, he goes, because he lived, like I say, Wolverhampton. He said, "What time are you going back tomorrow morning?" I was like, "Pretty early, mate." He goes, "Can I get a lift for you?" I was like, "Of course you can." I said, "It'd be really nice. I've been of company." So I messaged Bob and was like, on the Saturday night, I messaged him after the show and said, here's the hotel that I'm at, the Premier Inn. Like, get yourself to the lobby at like 5:30, and then we'll head off. And he's like, "Oh, okay." And so I set an alarm for 5:15. Oh, fucking amazing. I woke up at 5:15, checked my phone, and Bob was like, "I'm in the lobby." And I was like, "Oh, mint." So I literally just got dressed, went down, and then we set off at like 5:20. And then we had a stop at like 7 just for a brew and a sandwich. And I got him to Stoke Station for 9:30 Sunday morning. I was so impressed with that. Like literally, like there was absolutely nobody on the roads. And I got home for what time was I home for? I was home for before 10. So all in all, I spent like 8 hours traveling and quite a few hours sleeping. Yeah, do you know what? It was a decent run, to be honest. But that's why I said about like it's 250 miles, but literally like you hear about like you just get on the motorway and then like because I've got like Android Auto and it's got like Google Maps in it. That was terrible. So where I am, obviously I go up the A500 and then it just takes you to the M6. So I'll get on the M6 at junction 16, right? So literally like the first 10 minutes of my journey are just getting out of Stoke basically. And so the whole trip, like I say, is 250. So I get in, put the details in, and on my on Google Maps / SatNav, it basically says you've got 250 miles, and I'm like, okay. I literally get out of Stoke, get up the A500, get onto the M6, and it says in 220 miles, turn right. And I looked, and there was only 2 miles left in the entire trip. It was literally like I got on the M6 at 16, and I didn't like it. Then became like the M70, whatever it was, like the M74 or something. I literally spent an entire time on the motorway. So in terms of an actual trip, incredible. It was like it was a really nice drive, and like driving home in the morning as well on Sunday morning, like driving through like the hills up just down from Glasgow. and like the sun was coming up. It's beautiful. You know what I mean? It's really nice. And like I say, I had my mate Bob for company on the way back. So yeah, it was. Do you know what? All in all, it was it was very good. Fights were very good. Show went really well. It was on UFC Fight Pass. Yeah, it was fun, you know. No, Gretna on the way down and Gretna on the way up and South something on the way down. I can't think what it was called. The first one in England. Like... I'm going to have to see what it was called. What's the keeper done there?
Game set.
You've got to be taking the piss. That's such a stitch up. Where is it? I want to find out which one I went to. It's that man in the box by Alice in Chains this does. This is Man in the Box by Alice in Chains. Not now, but Southweight Services. Wow, we'll have one more game of that. Oh, Farm Shop. Incredible.
Welcome.
I was saying the Mrs. One Credit Classics, you can tell, like, the further north you get, the more services have got farm shops.
Kick off. Oh, fine play.
But long story short, that was my first trip to Glasgow since UFC Glasgow, which I think was before COVID, I want to say. And I'm sure, I think that was 2017. Stick that. It was when I need to find out when that was. I think it was 2017. I'm pretty sure it was. So yes, it would have been. Let me have a look. Yeah, July 2017 was the last time. So yeah, knocking on for 10 years, wow. Hey, Mike. How's it going? We're just talking about my trip to Glasgow, mate.
Kick off.
Yeah, Mike was there as well. It's quite the 1cc meetup. Ads. Oh.
Off full. Game set.
Yeah, so I was. So I told Bob be in the hotel lobby. I was at the other Premier Inn, famously. I told Bob to be in the lobby for 5:30, and he was there for like 10 past. And I woke up at 1:15, and he was like, sent me a message like, "Oh, I'm in the lobby." I was like, "Oh, perfect." So we set off at like 5:20, basically. But we had one stop for about an hour-ish to get a brew, and then then all the way back then. Hit that. Yeah, so it didn't go too bad in the end. Terrible. Taxi track. Yeah, it was quite the trip, mate. Yeah, I dropped. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I dropped Bob off at like half 9, I want to say, at Stoke Station. And then, I was home for 9:45. It's mint, to be honest with you, all things considered. Which is nice driving at that time of the morning. Like, it's literally didn't see a car for ages. There was just me and Bob in the Jetta, mate. Fucking for like the first like hour and a half at least. I remember you saying, yeah. Yeah, my big worry was the fact that the other thing was, well, final bit of Glasgow talk was obviously I booked me stereo in to get fixed at Halford's on today, and because it worked, I completely forgot about it, and then got an email this morning that said, "Thanks for your appointment." I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that." But Jesus Christ, what? I thought I could have sworn I'd scored then. Oh, I guess not. Right. And finally. Wow. It's hard to... I didn't press start then. Jesus Christ, it's... Whoa! Classic. Get that. Bodied. Wait. Right, I've paused it, right, to turn the music up. Figured I was going to die, to be honest with you. Jesus Christ. Classic. Of course it is. Oh, how am I gonna... like that? Jesus, wet. Right, I know what I'm doing now. Are there options? Let's see if there's any options to start with. Config. Just that. What's minigame? Is this a caravan mode? No. What an odd little fucking game. Wait. Well, no, not again. Can I stop playing this now. Oh, Jesus. No, sorry. Let's go. I know what I'm doing now. Barrier, wasn't it? Oh, come on. Hang on. Start again. I'm not doing that. Right, let's we can do that. Stick it. Shield helped me out there, to be honest. laser. Hey up. Jesus Christ. Didn't rate that laser, did he? Jesus. Feels a bit R-type, doesn't it, this bit? Jesus Christ. It's all about angles with stuff like this. I feel like I'm gonna die here. Oh, me. It's got very difficult very quickly on it. Wait. What was I? Oh, it's that thing, isn't it? Where is it? Hang on. Oh, got it. Oh, well. Right then. Let's have a quick vote. That was loads of fun. Right then, the poll should be live. Are we good? Yeah. Get voting. And Well, times like this, there is only one thing for us to do, right? And that is for RetroArch to crash. Perfect. I'm so glad I've got this. Literally, all I've got to do with the Omen now is just plug this RAM in. Yeah, Hazel, so this is yeah, I had the AMD version. Yeah, this is a is it a Ryzen 7, is it, I think? Sure it is. Yeah, it's the Omen 35 GT7A, GT16 7NA with an NVIDIA GeForce 460 Ti and 16 gig of RAM, and yeah, an AMD Ryzen 7, yeah. Yeah, AMD Ryzen 7 8700G. Yeah, it's decent, to be honest. It is decent. But yeah, the only, like I say, the only thing I'm going to change, not even change, the only thing I'm going to do is just add more. Yeah, just stick more RAM in, to be honest. Let's go. And that should be coming soon, to be honest. Like, I ordered it just before the bank holiday weekend, so yeah, so I should have that for too long, and then that's it then. Like everything, like new phone, like a new new phone, new PC, everything's all done and dusted, really. But like I say, I've had like I don't know, I've had nothing but good experiences with I mean, touch wood, you never know, do you? But I've had nothing but good experiences with the HP Omen range, you know what I mean? Yeah, this one, Hazel, was like should have been 1600. It was down to 1340, I think. And then I bought it direct from HP on their site, and they had a deal where you'd get like 12% off if you spent over $1,000, I think. So in the end, it came to $1,250 for the whole thing, so it's not bad, really. But that RAM is that RAM's $94.99 for 32 gig. So that'll be it then, really. The only other thing I've got is, I think I told you, like, and I don't really need anything, but like I like the portability of being able to move. It sounds dead dodgy when you say it. I like the portability of being able to move hard drives, but like this has got a terabyte SSD, but I still run a lot of stuff. I bought another I like those what are they? Those I like these Western Digital. I like these Western Digital Passport. I like these, yeah, these Western Digital Passport kind of hard drive. So I use one of them, like, because they're like really fast, but they're really reasonable. So I think this one was like 70 quid for 2 terabytes. Not that I ever need that, but I do like. I literally just plug it in because obviously, as you might imagine, this thing's got about 200 USB ports. So I just literally just plug it in the USB port and just stick it down the back. But yeah, it's decent. What phone have you got? I've got a Xiaomi phone. Yeah. No, you can get rid of the ads. Like you just, it's like anything else. You can just turn them off. Yeah, I've got I've already got it, mate. I've got the. What a bit dust off it. I've currently got the Xiaomi 15 Ultra, which is pretty wild to be honest. Like the camera on it's incredible. But I didn't, like I say, I didn't dare take it out of the house until I got a case for it, obviously. But yeah, it's the best phone I've ever had. This is by some considerable distance. The camera on it's absolutely wild. Like the telephoto lens, especially, is just the quality of zoom on it is nuts. But the thing with Xiaomi now is the fact that they've got UK high street support, aren't they? So like, well, one, they're global versions of phones, so they come in with, do you know what I mean, the Google Play Store and all that other stuff. But two, more to the point, like you can buy them in the UK and just get them sent to you. You know what I mean? Their HQs, their UK HQs in Reading, I think. I'm sure it is. And they've always got deals on. Like always, if you go on the app, like the Xiaomi app, you would buy stuff off there. They've always got mad deals on. Like my mate was on about buying a new phone because he had this phone for like years. It was running like it's a good phone as well as an Xperia, but it was running like he said to me, he was mentioning about getting a new phone. He said, some of my apps have stopped working. I thought to myself, God almighty, you must have had that phone for a while, because generally most phones will give you 3 to 4 years of Android support, and then like it's not even like after that, like it's not as soon as that stops the apps stop working. Like you've got to have a really older version of Android for it to not work. And I said, what version does it run? He said, I don't know, I think they stopped upgrading. I think they stopped updating the operating system at like 9 or 10. I was like, wow. And he was like, there's nothing wrong with it. I said, yeah, but if there's apps on it you can't use. Anyhow, long story short, he was on about getting a new phone. I said, you should get a Xiaomi. And I said, like, how much? I said, how much do you want to spend? He went, I don't know, like, not more than 300 quid. And I was like, okay, perfect. And so we found him like a Redmi phone. So like, Xiaomi themselves have got like 3 different brands within themselves. They've got like the Xiaomi main range, of which mine is like the 15 Ultra. They've got Redmi, which is like a budget version. The same way that Epiphone is to Gibson, you know what I mean? You still get still made by the same people. It's just the hardware isn't as premium. But randomly, with it being a budget phone, like or seen as a budget phone, you get a load of features that you don't get on like main phones. So like you get like a 3.5-inch headphone jack, and you get like a SD card slot, and loads of other stuff that you used to get on every phone that you don't now. And then you've got the famous Xiaomi Pocophone range, POCO. Used to be called Pocophone F1, the Master of Speed. Right, it was the first one they ever did, and it was called Flagship Killer for ages because it was like about 300 quid. That was like 2018 when a flagship phone was still about 600, 700 quid. Not like 1,500 like they are now. But like yeah, so the Pocophone was like really good. Like the specs that you got on it were like, it was like a £250 phone that was like had the specs and equipment of like a much more expensive premium kind of phone. And anyhow, so it was like, so we found him this Redmi phone that was like really good, and I said, yeah, you should get that. I think it was like 260, 270. I said, yeah, it's a decent phone. And then we waited a couple of weeks because he was getting some stuff sorted, and then he messaged me and said, can we get that phone? I was like, yeah, of course. And I went on the Xiaomi app, and they'd reduced like the last main range they did, which is the 14 range. And the 14T, which was 549, was now 349. And then they had a deal on where if you spent more than 300 quid, you got like 50 quid off. And I swear I had a coupon or something. So I said, look, like, your phone's like 270. I said, what I would recommend doing, if you're still comfortable with spending in the £300 range, is I would buy this 14T for 296 or whatever we could get it for. And it's an infinitely better phone than the one you were going to buy. And you basically will have bought like a phone that will probably, you'll future-proof yourself for years or something like that. And so he ended up buying it, and like the 14T, like I bought Alison a 14T about, not that long ago, about 6 months ago, and it was like 500 quid, and I got a free tablet with it. But it's just such a good phone. And yeah, my mate's head's fallen off with it, you know what I mean? Because it's just so good. Camera's really good, like it's got quick charge, it's got loads of cool stuff, you know what I mean? I think it's got 67 watt charging, which is pretty mint. But yeah, I'm a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of all things Xiaomi, to be honest with you. Tablets I use are all Xiaomi as well. And just, I don't know, like, you just seem to get more than you'll get anywhere else for that amount of money, you know what I mean? It's that thing of everybody thinks that they're all like, oh, well, you can't get them fixed and you can't do that and all the rest of it. Like, if we're being real here, like, what even is built to be fixed these days, you know? Like, electrical-wise. Like, it's only if you buy something premium, maybe longer term you might think, I could get that fixed. But even then, if you have something premium and you have it for maybe 4 years, 5 years, if it's an expensive fix, it's hard not to think about, you know what I mean? Well, or if they'll offer you a trade or something, very hard not to look at it and think, well, how logical is it getting this fixed, you know? Right, are we done here, by the way? I can't really see much more. Feels like we might be. We need to watch. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, the Chinese ones don't have any of the apps, do they? Because you can't use like, if you like, obviously none of the Google stuff works, none of the Meta stuff works. Like, that stuff just isn't. Oh, I don't know. I think that's it. Wow. Right then. Let us. I remember you saying about that, mate. And the winner is... it's Bionic Commando. Phenomenal. Right then. Let me get the spreadsheet to power up. Not that one. Not that one. I think that is... that's your first one, Prince Watercrest. And what I shall do is I shall send you that poster in the post, and I shall make sure that it goes recorded. You know what I mean? We're not having to repeat that nonsense again. Oh god, that was loads of fun. Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Do you know what? What I might do is I'll send that and some stuff first, and then I've got to reorder the mugs. I'll level with you, like, because I broke one the other day, to be honest. It was my last one, so I've got to. It's a long story, but I need to sort that. But yeah, I'm in the middle of reordering some, so when I get some, I'll send you one. But rather than you waiting for that, I'll send you the Golden Axe and a few other bits out first. I'll do that this week actually. Right, what happens next? Oh, I don't know. Like when are we back? Wednesday, right? Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're back on Wednesday, aren't we? Yeah. So Wednesday, we'll Yeah, I'll be on about 6:30 because we're going to work, obviously. That's right. It's finally time. This Wednesday, we begin a brand new multi-part long play live stream project here on One Credit Classics as we take on what else? I mean, why? Mainstream title. What else but Biomotor Unitron on the Neo Geo Pocket? Yeah, I don't think it'll take us long. Well, it'll probably take us a month or so, but it'll be loads of fun. Loads and loads and loads of fun. So yeah, Biomotor Unitron it is. Stick it in your diary. It's happening. All right. It is indeed happening. Have I not put... I must have put on that on you. Yeah, you can't... Honestly, tablets-wise, you like... Android tablets are so good. So good. Like, when I bought Mrs. One Credit Classics, her phone, I got this one for free, which is a Redmi Pad Pro XL, I think. It's just the screen on it's so good, you know what I mean? I've got a case on it, obviously, and it's like 8 gig of RAM, 256 gig of storage. Takes an SD card, so I've got another 512 in. It's madness, you know? Absolutely madness. When I bought my phone, I got one of these free. I got a Xiaomi Pad 7 Pro, which is their like flagship tablet now. But I've already promised that to somebody, so somebody's kind of having that off me because I don't need yet another tablet. But yeah, they're ridiculously good. Really good. But yeah, well that was a load of fun. I'm gonna go get a cup of tea, I think, and hang out with the dogs. The usual. Yeah, you find that, Hazel. Honestly, this I'll put the thingy up of it in the group, like, because I think they're dirt cheap. I swear they're only about 200 quid now. These Redmi tablets are ridiculous. And the other thing as well is, which is dead handy for a tablet, so it's got a 33 watt quick charge. It's got a massive battery as well, which is so good, you know what I mean? And it's got a headphone jack. It's got a load of stuff in it that you don't really get on tablets for that much money, but it's really good. But yes, I'm gonna go. Take good care of yourselves. Have a great Monday. Oh yeah, I've got to go to work tomorrow. Fucking bollocks. But yeah, I shall. This week we'll stream today, and we'll start Biomotor Unitron on Wednesday. Yeah, and then next week we shall stream Monday and Wednesday. Yeah, we're back to regular streaming for a bit until the middle of May when I'm randomly off to China for a few days. But apart from that, we're all good. All right, my friends. Take good care of yourselves. Have a great Monday night. I shall speak to you good people soon for more One Credit Classics. Take care. Hang on, I'm not even on camera here. I was like, take care. Take care.